Hello, Dino Boy. I'm just setting everything up. Why, hello there, and welcome. Welcome back to another stream. Today's stream is Paleopines for two reasons. It's a nice, chill, cooling, zen stream. And it won't be a super long stream as well. It's going to be fairly short. We're talking an hour to an hour and a half for two reasons. I'm tired, but that's not the big reason, because I'm always tired. It is bloody warm. The camera will overheat in record timing today. I've got the window open. The AC has been on all day. What's funny about the air conditioning is usually when it goes cool or ramps up or goes back down, it makes a noise that goes "hurr" or "hurr," like depending. It's not made that noise all day. It's just been like, I'm on all day. I'm on full power. It's disgusting. It's a literal oven. Precisely. It is not pleasant at all. I think we've already done today, haven't we? Yes. Okay, right. Let's get ready for the day. Right, but yeah. This weekend, I'm not working, but I'm not streaming or recording. I actually also, once this is done, I have to remember to sort a video out for tonight. In fact, let's set a reminder at 6:30. Because that'll be the latest. We'll be cutting off anyway. Oh, Amethyst is no longer a helper, you cretin. Hello, Vicente, I hope you're well. Yeah, no, I'm quite tired, but more importantly, I'm dying in the heat. And that could be a combination of the two, to be fair. The heat could be doing this to me. Also, I got sort of video out at 6:30. I do have another Trails episode recorded, but it won't be Trails. It'll actually be Headliners. Then I've got a Trails recorded, and I've got like 4 repos recorded that I need to edit. So plenty of time. I'm not jumping into the game just yet. I'm just refilling the feeder and getting to a new day. And we'll get back to chatting for a minute or two. Access storage. There we go. Right, and oh goodness. But yes, I'm going to my father's. Wait for the game to load in. Stag do, or a bachelor party, as you might call it over the pond. Howdy, Phoenix. I hope you're well. Thank you very much again for the gift. Phoenix has been kind enough to give me the prehistoric DLC for Oxygen Not Included, which I'm hoping to be playing at some point soon. Can't be playing it today because that's not a quick stream. That is a longer one. And today I'm dying already. So yeah. But yeah, I'm going into my dad's stag do. So paintballing and go-karting in the disgustingly blistering, humid heat. I might die. Remember, guys, I'm not like a normal human being. I actually do physically start to shut down and die in the heat. What a lovely condition to have. So I'm basically prepared for this weekend. I've got so much water, like bottled water. I'm prepared. And that's all I can be at this situation. I'll obviously take sun cream, not that it makes a difference, because sun cream is irrelevant. I don't burn. It's a monkey paw situation. I wish I would never burn in the sun. You won't burn in the sun, but your insides and internal organs will begin to shut down. You know, the monkey paw unfurls. Just, yeah, not looking forward to the heat literally ripping me a new one. I've realised I've missed out on a couple of ultra rare T-Rex checks, but knowing my most recent ultra rare luck, I'm not too worried about that. The heat has been linked to a tiredness, as a matter of fact. Yeah, that's true, actually. It's always the case that I'm always a tired person anyway. I just always am. But in the summer, that is a different breed of tiredness. It's just lethargy left, right, and center. Do you know how some people get sad or seasonally activated depression? Fun fact, I do have that by the sounds of it, based on how my mental health has been. But for summer, usually people have it for winter. But hey, I've actually managed to beat a lot of executive dysfunction the last few days, which I'm very happy about. Oh, ad break, unlucky. For those that are subbed, I will continue my tangent. Oh no, I remember checking around here before. I've just been able to do stuff that I've been set my mind to, like, oh, once I finish catching this Pokemon, I will literally go downstairs and paint some more dollies. I have finished all of my crisis suits that are currently built. I've still got another set to build and then paint. But I've finished them all. I finished my stealth suits and I finished everything last night, and I was just like, oh my god. Take that, executive dysfunction. Yeah, quite proud of that. But yeah, now that I finished them, I need to finish that commander that we started. So the... what's that called? The Cold Star Commander that I started painting on stream during our Warhammer stream. I've got to finish that guy, and then I've got to build and paint 10 Vespid, 3 more Crisis suits, and then paint the 2 commanders that I've also got that are built, just not painted or even primed. And then I've got some custom pieces arriving, because I've been kit bashing the absolute living shit out of my Tau army. And I intend to continue kit bashing with Gunpla and Gunpla adjacent pieces. Because I like... I'm running an experimental cadre looking army. So, you know, they're testing out new tech and stuff. So I've just customized them a bit. Like, not all units are customized. The stealth suits, crisis suits, standard, are barely customized. But they have a little flair, which is what I'm looking for. Whereas the bigger things like the commanders... apart from one of the commanders, the one I was painting on stream, not customized at all, which I may take him apart to recustomize him, I don't know. Or at least take his head off and put a custom head on. Yeah, there's a lot of customization going on. The Ghost Keel, bloody fully customized. The Commander Farsight, fully customized. Shadow Sun, fully customized. Oh, I've got to paint Shadow Sun, yeah, actually. I've got to paint Shadow Sun and that Commander that I've already got, that I haven't touched. Ah, so I do have a couple more to paint before I go on to building and painting. Also looking forward to building my Vespid. Oh well, I will get round to them shortly. I'd much rather have everything squared before I move on. Dano says, what up? Nothing much, just the sky, ceiling, and everything that is vertically above me. I have a mod in my Fossils and Archaeology called Security Craft, and I'm thinking about removing it because I don't want too many FPS killing mods, but it's kind of cool, so I'm not sure. Also, you've been procrastinating building a reptile house in Fossils and Archaeology with Megalani and Sarko and other things. That's pretty cool. As for the security craft, what does it add? Does it add, like, security cameras or something based on the name? Is that what it does? If I had to take a guess just from the name. Oh, you had me for half a second, you did. I had my hopes ups. But yeah. So I'm very, very, very excited for the next week. I've got more war dollies to build, paint, and so on and so forth. I'm also ordering some paint for the living room so I can actually paint the living room wall that I've been planning to paint, and I can't wait. And then I can start decorating the living room as I see fit. Now, this is not sugar-free. I am still on my cut. However, I was willing to give up a sugar hit and 152 calories for it. Because they only had one sugar-free monster left, and I was like, well, I need my monster. So I grabbed it, and I grabbed a sugar-free one. And I was like, you know what? I'll take that hit. It's 150 calories, which wildly is between 10 to 7.5%. I can't remember how the maths works out. Of my daily allowance on the cut, which is wild. But I'm having a light day today in terms of food, so I think we'll be all right. Now, we've done today's check. We are getting close to trick or treat, and I can barely remember how to do it, but we'll give it a go so I can just force that memory if we get to that point on today's stream. As I said, today's stream is going to be quite short. We shall see. What's everyone's plans for this weekend then? We're at Wednesday, hump day, midweek, as you may call it. What are your plans for the remainder of the week? I know what mine are. Also, why am I wearing the headset? All it's going to do is just make me feel warmer than I am. Oh, that's better. Has anyone got anything interesting planned? Anyone going anywhere this weekend? Doing anything, etc.? Obviously, I'm going to a stag do, so I'm paintballing, drinking. No, obviously not. That's not at the same time or in the same situation. I will be paintballing, go-karting, and then after each of those activities, well, after the end of both of the activities, because we're going go-karting in the morning, then paintballing. After that, alcohol will be involved. And on Friday, we're getting there, and we're having alcohol, but we're also going to a buffet place that I'm very excited for. Basically, this weekend is not a cheat day, it's a cheat weekend, which is fine, because I'm massively ahead of schedule on my cut. I mean, massively. I was expecting to be 5 kilos down at this point. I was aiming to get 10 kilos down by July. I'm 11 kilos down. I am massively ahead of schedule. And with the paintballing, I intend, even though it's going to be warm, to absolutely run, get some cardio in. And yeah, I will be working off some of those dreadful amounts of food I'll be consuming. So there is that. I will absolutely be treating myself this weekend, and I cannot wait. So it'll be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So Sunday we are coming back. But you better believe on Sunday evening I will be treating myself to a McDonald's, because we have a new McDonald's burger that those in the States haven't had yet. Isn't that crazy? But to be fair, you guys always get things we don't. So let's take that swing. Yeah, but it's called the Muck Arch or the Big Arch. I can't remember what it's called. It's one of those two. It looks interesting. I'm looking forward to trying its sauce. Yeah, and a lot of other security things, but most for multiplayer, which my world are not. Just got finished making a second channel where I upload random clips and unedited clips, and not even 2 shorts in, and I've already said fuck it, but I cut off, lol. I said fuck, but I cut off, lol. Yep. The amount of times I have gone in, like, the content with Beeves and Phoenix, I always swear in those, and I always forget to label it as light swearing or any form of swearing. YouTube's not picked up on it yet, which is wild. But I've just left it as it is. When I can remember, I always declare it so that it actually is reflective, but I don't always remember. Fun fact for you. Yesterday, my Hammond Collection Stiggy arrived, and Tiger Raptor arriving later this month. That is awesome. What have I got that's just come today? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I have just received my costume for the weekend. This costume will involve a bit of personal labor. What does... Okay, I'm going to give you the clue. So the clue for my father's stag do weekend, this weekend, is... Also, I can't say my dad's because I know people will make it weird. My father, the stag do weekend... What do you reckon I am going to be wearing? Clue? 80s. Personal effort in the costume in terms of changing my appearance slightly. I'm very curious to see if anyone can get even close. In a very unrelated note, my brother's costume involves dressing up as Metallica, the Metallica lead man. I can assure you I'm not involved with Metallica. So not that. But it is a musician. Let's see if we get anyone that can guess it. Sort of 80s-ish musician. But yeah, I've got to wear that, and my stepbrother's, I think, gone for a cop-out costume with a shirt that says, "This is my 80s dress-up costume." Which, I'm not gonna lie, I respect the hell out of. I think that's actually hilarious of a compromise in my view. So I respect the hell out of that choice. Right. Microraptors will be down here. Your honeysuckle not treasure. What's this second compy? It's a green or a celery, I believe the term is. God, everything in this room is like making noises, like, and the reason it's doing that is because the heat and everything's just like making the noise. It's so weird. I don't like that feeling. Okay, it's not a spider. That's all that matters. It's my hair. Oh, sweet ichor. I don't have vape juice in here. Uh-oh. I might need to go fetch some in a moment. Because otherwise, that would be pretty pants. I got a bounce. Might pop back later. No worries, Dano. Do enjoy whatever you're bouncing to. Right, let's save the game. Now, the question is, I'll spoil the surprise because no one has guessed. I'm going as Freddie Mercury, so I have to... My hair, I'm waiting for the wax to effectively fall out, which the hairdresser put in because it's not the style I was looking for, but it still looks good. My hair I've got to do mustache. I have to get rid of these little whisker parts at the end, give it a slight trim on the lip, and then get rid of all of this. Clean shaven Freddie Mercury. Apart from the stash, obviously. But you know what I meant. I got my tickets for Jurassic World Rebirth. Oh, that reminds me, Vicente, thank you very much. I need to book mine. I am going on the 2nd of July, my birthday, in the morning. I'm then going to treat myself to food. I'm then coming home. I'm then going to play War Dollies. I love that my birthday is just doing absolutely whatever I want. The thrill of adult life. Can't wait. Because it also is about 2 weeks from now, which means it will be perfect for another cheat day. And then after that... Oh, pardon me, that came out. No more cheat days until my father's wedding. And then after that, I will decide whether I go back to not bulking, cutting, or doing a dirty bulk or whatever. I will decide from there, depending on how low I got the weight to, I suppose. That is a rare, I believe. Yellow. Red. Hello, Ace. Hope you are well. Also, Dino Boy, you have the 6-month kiwi, which is the normal kiwi. I think it's 7 or 8 months you get the bicep kiwi. Speaking of, look at them. Oh, I've just flexed the... I was like, look at it, and I was tensing the wrong arm. Like, yeah, look at this. I'm getting some mass again, but not in the bad way, because I've actually lost, like, look, my shirts are getting looser, which is wild. But, oh no, I've dropped arm mass. The mass I dropped was not muscle. I'm getting a little bit more definition at the moment. That's the kind of the goal of a cut. So when I say, oh look, I've got mass, I meant to say, I got definition again. And in a shock to no one, the guy that's favorite workout exercises always involve shoulders. My shoulders are looking pretty clean. My delts, both anterior and rear, and I can't remember what the front ones are called, look very clean. And they have that sort of horseshoe divot on top of my shoulder blade, which makes me very happy. However, my biceps and triceps aren't quite there yet. But they do fill out nicely, which is lovely. This should have been an ultra rare color. I will die on that hill. Such a lovely Sarco color. Oh god. Do you know when you can smell heat? That might sound crazy, alright, I know, but can anyone else, like, you go, and your nose just feels the heat? It just... My Minecraft isn't letting me in. No, Dino Boy! What's it doing? Sometimes when you, remove or add a mod, you need to let the game run for a good minute or two before it loads in. Talking from experience. But yeah. Looking forward to this weekend. It's just surviving it that's going to be hard. The heat might kill me. I have no intention of getting drunk. I'll have a couple of drinks, get a bit of a buzz. Absolutely, I'm not getting drunk. I've not been drunk in a long time, and being drunk outside of where I live, not comfortable doing. On the downside of that is, though, I'm going to be one of the very few, possibly the only sober one. Which means I'm going to be babysitting a bunch of people around my dad's age. Depends on how cut everyone gets. I'm hoping no one gets too far gone. We will just have an enjoyable little buzz, but I'm not there to police people at all. It's my dad's stag do, so I'm going to make sure he enjoys it. That is the important element of that. Even if we are taking him paintballing and then going to pelt him with 100 bullets at the end. He's got a month for that to buff out before his wedding. It's fine. Where the hell is the third one? Does anyone see it? Oh, you are hiding. Cretin. Hang on a second. Is that the fourth one? No, no, it's not. Look at them. They're all the same thing. That's wild. Okay, I got to go to work. Thanks. Thank Big Bang. Oh, I got it to work. Okay. I thought you said I got to go to work. I was like, why are you thanking Big Bang? I got very confused. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. Took me a second there. I counted the number, but I didn't see the fourth. Okay. Once again, no shiny. Did I check the T-Rex today? I want to say it was purple down here and it was oak in the desert. I cannot remember though. Yep, purple down here. I'll check the desert on the way back. Just to be safe, it's fine. Look at me go at this speed. Look at me go. With such accuracy as well. Oh, I'm quite proud of that speed. Yeah, we'll go check in the desert because it's a 3-second jobby for what could be effectively my death sentence from Ty, but we'll, you know. Yeah, so usually I shave completely my neck up here a bit and then go to a 1 here and leave this a little bit longer, but not quite as long as this. This is all going. I'm going to try and see if I can pull off a stubble or a 5 o'clock shadow look, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. However, if I shave it tonight, then by... Yeah, it was oak. See, I thought so. Well, that colour at least. If I do it by tonight, maybe by Friday, I'll have a sort of 5 o'clock shadow look. Maybe. Cornish born, Cornish bred. I cannot read, I cannot write, but I can drive a tracker. Tratter. It's Tratter. Come on, I'm from Somerset. We the land of the tratters and come on our first thing you'll find. Also, I like how they Cornwall's always been a fascinating place to me because they're always like, I'm not English, I'm Cornish. That means you're English. Like, bro, come on. We're not talking about a place that we've effectively subjugated and taken over like other places within the UK sphere that arguably could say, I'm not British, I'm, for example, Scottish. I'd be like, yes, you are. If that's what you want. Cornish is a county of England and has been for a time in memoriam. And the fact that they spell stuff like the Scots do as well with I and I tay and stuff, I find that brilliant. But I always do get a giggle out of Cornwall's thing. It's like, do you want to be part of Kexit, or whatever you want to call it, Cornwall's exit from England? Your economy wouldn't survive, bro. Whereas Scotland's could survive. That's one of the big things that, like, growing up, I had very different views, unfortunately, and part of the lie I felt into that, and then I actually read about the Scottish economy and how it could survive, and all the different sort of elements that it offers, and what we actually take from them, and what we need from them, as inversely, they do need stuff from us, of course. But yeah, they could take it. Cornwall couldn't. Speaking of BRB, how's that? Speaking of. Wanted a vape, but I'm out of vape juice. Oh, look, it's Wisdom Day. I can't wait to take part in this festival and do absolutely nothing relevant. Come on, Phil. I'm going to vape. Sweet, sweet, crippling addictions have been fed. Speaking of being fed, what am I having for dinner tonight? Chicken and rice? Chicken and rice. Maybe I'll be adventurous and even have broccoli. As for the chicken, I'm thinking Slovakia chicken, maybe spicy fajita chicken, I'm not too sure. Yeah, I think Slovakia chicken and rice is always a banger. And so's brain just farted. Fajita chicken and rice, but I haven't got peppers and onions and oh, I've got onions. I haven't got peppers. Oh no, I might have frozen peppers, but they just aren't that great when they're frozen. They're okay in like a casserole or a stew, but otherwise. The Bai is the Proud Bai. The Proud Twilight is rare. I remember. It's an ultra rare on a Sarko though, so if you ever see a bisexual Sarko Sukas, just know it's an ultra rare. On a Triceratops, it is but a rare though. I think I was originally planning to next live stream will be my god, how ancient do I sound saying that? Next stream will be next week, but I'm not too sure when. So I'm thinking, let me have a look. I think Tuesday. So I would be working Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but I'm off all three because people are covering me. So I'm off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, back in Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So if I went Tuesday or Wednesday, probably do Oxygen Not Included, the new Prehistoric DLC, because that looks interesting. And then following week, we're probably back to Paleopines. Because obviously the Kickstarter's coming up. Whenever it does, obviously rock up and get deployed. I'm going to be doing streams. I'm going to be doing recordings. It's going to be good to be back in Paleopines discussing the future. I thought you were melanistic for a second there. You're not. You're a willow. You almost fooled me. So yeah, very exciting. I know I'm about to build... I am about to build an enclosure for fossils and archaeology, but I don't know which creature yet. Any ideas? Man. The most dangerous sport of them all. No, obviously the most deadly dinosaur to ever walk the earth, the Gallimimus. Anyone who got that reference, you're a king or a queen or a monarch. Absolutely ancient reference. Like so ancient there's a chance that a British archaeologist is going to steal it away from its native country and put it into a museum and never give it back. So yes, think of that. But yeah, no, I'm a big fan of fossils and archaeology's T-Rex. It's so classic to me. It just sends me back to when I played fossils and archaeology for the first time in like 11 years ago. It's so classic. So if you haven't built an enclosure for that guy already, maybe build one for him. I think, oh, that could be really cool. In my professional opinion. Okay, 2 greens and a noble or a river, whatever it's called. I can't remember. Nope, still flooded. By the way, guys, we are 10 days in game from Halloween and effectively 11 days in game from year 30. Kind of cray-cray, isn't it? Kind of cray-cray. 30 years in this game. Not IRL years. 30 years, though, is kind of crazy. Not gonna lie. Anywho, let's go to a new day. Oh, the amount of time we've spent in this game, nearly 400 hours. And with any future DLCs, add-ons, updates, etc., if we do go over 480 hours, that would be 20 IRL days in-game. Crazy. Did you know in the mod configs you can change if they have feathers or not? Some trikes have quills, for example. Yes. Yes, I did know that. But I never enabled them. I don't usually go into the config, to be fair. It's a it's one I don't really fiddle with too often. Yeah. I also felt like no, Corey, don't say it. You will get you're going to aggrieve people if you say this. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna say it. I freaking love feathered and quilled dinosaurs. However, and this is a very loose however, so don't kill me. I feel like paleontologists have made the case of which dinosaurs and which creatures may have had feathers, may have had protoquills, etc., etc., etc. And a lot of paleo artists, dinosaur designers in games, etc., have gone overboard by adding them to pretty much everything. And I might be wrong. Some cases they may very well have had said quills or feathers or any other names they may have been assigned. But we went from 0 to 100 real quick. You look very different in this light for some reason. Yeah, it's one of those that I'm like, did a trike really have them? Like, a trike especially. Like, I'm kind of confused by it. I didn't think they would have, but hey, they may very well have. What the hell? Nothing. Cool. And to be fair, unless we get like to the point that we can accurately get like a proper good skin, not a skin graft, whatever, a fossil with scales, skin, etc., properly well preserved for every single dinosaur, there's no way of us completely getting it right, because the way that obviously bones are porous and holy or religious, get it, holy. You can never tell if that was where a quill would be, or the base of a feather, or that's where or that's just like a degradation of the stone. But I know that there's a lot of equipment that can actually detect this shit now, so hey, I'm happy always to be wrong and dumb. But I do feel like we went to 100 not to 100 real quick, and it's like everything had to have them, and I was like, What do you mean Titan or boa had feathers? But yeah, that's I wouldn't say a controversial take. I wouldn't even say it's a hot take. I'd say that's a room temp or tepid warm take. Just, I love feathers. I love protoquills. I love feathered dinosaurs. I think they're awesome. I think they can be terrifying, contrary to what people say. They can absolutely be terrifying, and anyone that says they can't should look at a cassowary or a shoebill. No. Or, yeah, shoebill? Question mark? But some dinos, I physically can't see with any form of quills, feathers, etc. Like nodosaurids and chylosaurids, stegosaurids, ceratopsians, etc. It is the shoebill. Fantastic. That thing's terrifying. I've heard that they're absolute sweetie babies though, but they look terrifying. Yeah. So that was a good way to kill 10-15 minutes. I like it when I get a chance to just blurt random crap out. Oh, my feet. Oh, the heat, my feet. Just one of those weeks, you know? When I first wore this hat for the first time, someone said I look like Meatloaf. No, it's not Meatloaf. Fucking hell, I'm thinking of the wrong reference there. Did somebody say Meatloaf? Limp Bizkit's lead singer. What's his fucking name? Oh, I've forgotten. Anyway, yeah, so I made so many references to, was it Smosh? I can't remember. It wasn't Smosh. What was it? I can't remember what it's from, but they were all dressed up as different people and they're playing darts, and it's just one of those days. That's one of the funniest, like, internet videos of all time. Did you just throw a bullseye? Yup. Oh no, it would appear so. So yes, I got a lot of Limp Bizkit references, and it's like chocolate starfish. Throwing those out. It's so fucking warm. God, I hate summer. Bring back winter, autumn, or even spring. Why is summer here? On the bright side, I believe we're only... Oh, how many days until summer solstice? When it... Oh, don't get off that page, because that is part of the thing I'm ordering. And I'm still arguing with myself what I want to order, whether I want to order the whole kit or some of the kits. Summer solstice. Tell you what, I'm not going to order any of the kit from here. Although I really like those bloody helmets. Chief. And I really want those arms. Those arms. See if I can zoom in. So this is a custom gunpla conversion kit, right? But I'm not using it for Gundam. I'm using it for my Tau. And I want those arms. Look at those arms. They look so freaking cool. The rest of the kit's pretty good. I like the neck brace that I could probably put onto a Ghost Keel suit. And the legs are probably going to be good for some leg extensions on a Riptide, for example. However, the whole kit is £203. A Riptide is like 70 quid. I could get 3 Riptides for that price. But I'm really big into my kit bashing now. And in my honest opinion, that is like the best conversion kit I've seen. Oh no, it's not £203, it's £134. It's £203 because I have 3 other helmets that I've picked. Now, I've got a choice. I could just get the helmets and get that kit maybe down the line. Get that kit and get the helmets down the line. But... I don't know. Anyway, Summer Solstice is Saturday. So we're going to be hitting Summer Solstice Saturday, which means it's going to start to get darker earlier. Oh, sweet caffeine. Buy it all. No. No, I don't think I will, unfortunately. Right. I'm just working out maths, though. If I was to buy it. If I was to buy it. No, I don't think I will. Not this month. If they are all still in stock next month or August, then it's a sign to get it. In the meantime, I still have plenty to build and or paint. Rather than build up a additional thing for a pile of shame, let's focus on what I've got still. And once I've got through that, the 2 things I've got to paint still currently, and built the ones that I need to build and paint, I can then look at it. Oh my god, I just did the one thing no one in Warhammer ever does, and I resisted the urge. Plus, I actually kind of need a new Ghost Keel and a new Riptide to even facilitate those. So, as much as I genuinely like, yeah, they're just going to be pieces that don't go anywhere for months anyway. But on the flip side, it means I can't order the Ghost Keel or the Riptide because I can't build them until the pieces arrive. So it's like, you know? Now I've got a Riptide over there that I can literally just try to pry apart in places for the customized parts. But the problem I've got with that is his ankles, you can't see it very well, his ankles were re-glued in place because they snapped. Very delicate ankles, it turns out, on this thing. So I would need to redo his legs in the first place. So rather than doing that, I'm just going to repaint this guy to my other scheme, my current scheme, not this scheme. And then I'm going to work on... I got to take all these crystals off, and I'll use them in another build, I'm sure. And then I'll work on a custom Riptide. The problem is I don't want to really field him or my other Ghost Keel because I don't want to field non-customized stuff. I will field non-customized things like Devilfish, Breaches, stuff that's not integral to the experimental Cadra. But as I've already got a customized Ghost Keel and customized commanders, although I've got one commander that's not customized, now we'll be fielding for the sake of it. The other 2, though, will be fielded more, because if I only take 2 commanders, I'll take the 2 that are customized, not the one that isn't. That's my thoughts. I was thinking about getting a second Storm Surge, though. With how disgusting they are now. Because they're pretty damn disgusting. So... 2 Storm Surge is a bit overkill, though. 1 Storm Surge is great as a sort of firing platform now. It genuinely is, now that the Fall of Greater Good has been solved, because beforehand you were getting penalties for split fire on top of that. It was a freaking nightmare to have at least a third, if not a quarter, more than a third, so up to 40% of your forces as spotters, so that you can accurately hit everything. Now it's, this one guy has seen it, everything gets an improvement to shoot at it, and that is so much better and should have been that way from the start. We've actually got a good firing capability again. I don't think we're going to be jumping to the top of the tables anytime soon with Tau, but we've leveled the playing field substantially, and that's important. So, yay. Did I check the tier? Yes, I did. Yeah, so I'm currently just building and painting and not even going, yeah, this will be in my force, yeah, this will be in my army, I'm going to be using this. It's just build and paint through everything I currently have that's Tau, and then I will buy more Tau as and when. I'm trying to go up to 2,000 points of a coherent and relatively competitive list. With my own special twist, I'd like 3 Ghost Keels and a Riptide in that list, but I will absolutely settle for 2 Ghost Keels and a Riptide. Or I could throw in a freaking Storm Surge. The downside is I like running retaliation cadre or experimental prototypes. Cadre, I think. Like, was it? No, it's the experimental cadre. Or is it prototype cadre? I can't remember. The downside to that is, in retaliation cadre, it benefits battle suits massively. Well, that's a peach, that's a don't know, and that is a green. Cool. The downside is, the Storm Surge doesn't have the battle suit keyword, which kind of blows. It does, however, benefit massively in Carrion, Montcar, Experimental Cadre, etc. But if I go Experimental Cadre or even Auxiliary Cadre, I then need to build up my Crute forces, my Respid, etc. So if I go Auxiliary, I need to get more Crute. If I go Experimental, it's fine, but my Crisis suits won't be hitting as hard as they would elsewhere. However, the Commanders then get the benefit of taking super strong weapons. And there is some good stratagems, but I will need command points, and the only way to generate command points is to either give up your secondary objective at the end of your turn or have a character that can generate them. The only one that we have in the Tau is a Ethereal, and I love taking Farsight. Farsight can't go in your army if an Ethereal is in your army. However, Farsight can discount once per turn. It might be battle round, actually, I gotta check that. A stratagem that affects its unit. So usually it's for rapid ingressing. The camera's already overheating, by the way. It keeps flashing in and out of being overheating and not. That's kind of wild. So I'm very limited with my options. So yes, I think I'm going to come out of this website and not buy this. I do have other options with Amazon that I found some high play mecha that's not like Gundam. It's Gundam adjacent, as I said. And they have some very cool pieces. For example, here's the thing. Like, those arms with this head. So, do you know the arms that I showed you? Those red arms? With this freaking Oni head. Oh, God. There you go. I think that would look so clean. And then the body from this guy. So, his gut, I should say, his waist. So it's got like a sort of East Asian sort of dragon design, and his shoulders look awesome because they've got those sort of like samurai greaves look, which is just so cool. I think this is a new day. It looks like it. So that's the current thought process. But that's 4 kits for one guy. 3 actually. But he would be a literal centerpiece. I'd put so much time into constructing him, so much time into literally painting him, modeling him, and fielding him. I feel like he'd be an absolute chonker, to be fair. But to do that, I want to get custom hands and a custom machine gun and custom cyclic ion blaster that he can hold in his hands, like this or like that, rather than the ones that mount underneath the arm or to the side of the arm, because you'd be using a custom arm and you can't really mount that way. So I'd much rather have a way to hold that effectively. I'm thinking one where he holds it upwards like this. Now I have a way of doing that. I've got a spare broadside battle suit, and they have these massive rail guns that they hold like this. But if you chop off the railgun side and then stick the machine gun or the ion blaster, you could probably get away with turning that into like a mounted thing that you could hold. So there is that. Also, that's 1 to 100 scale, so it can only go on a Riptide, maybe a Ghost Keel. Whereas 1/144 scale is usually a lot better for all of the Tau stuff. And the helmets don't seem too large at that stage. But you can get away with 1 to 100. I've had a few pieces in that case, but definitely too big for anything else, including even the commanders. It's just the Ghost Kills upwards. I know the thing about Dino Feathers was a bit ago, but to support Ceratopsian feathers, we have Taco fossilized quills, which are early Ceratopsians. I'm not saying it's certain they did, but Taco did. Does point in the direction. It's only because quills at the base of the tail. Yeah, very true. Very, very true. Obviously, the Taco did have quills too, and it may very well have meant more Ceratopsians did. But Just because one did doesn't mean they all do. Inversely, like, take pterosaurs, for example, okay? Some of them would have had a billed mouth, some of them would have had a beak mouth, and some of them had a snout, like the Spinosaurus, okay? A very famous example of a pterosaur. He very much had just a normal jaw, very crocodilian-esque. It's a really cool pterosaur. If you haven't seen it before, I recommend to look it up. Spinosaurus. Oh, that will never get old to me. But yeah, like, that's why when I see tacos, I'm like, I have to see the quill, because I know it's there. Like, I know it's a thing. But with other stuff, it's like, some of the species might have had it, but have you got proof of it? No? Okay, why are you sticking quills on it then, Chief? It's just a thing, and I don't know why. And it makes me sound so anal retentive, like the person that goes, when a kid goes, flying dinosaur, and then they immediately correct the child. No, that's a pterosaur. Dinosaurs don't fly. You know, if you're going to correct someone, correct an adult, not a child, please. Because if you're going to correct them, educate them in a way that's calm, nice, and polite. Don't just go, no, you're wrong. That's a pterosaur. Because you're going to make the child feel very upset. Just be chill. Just be like, yeah, no, actually, did you know they're called blah, blah? Yeah, pterosaurs. Very similar to the dinosaurs. Very cool as well. Some of them are my favorites. Blah, blah, blah. That's a much easier and cleaner way of doing it than, you're wrong, child. You're wrong, crotch goblin. Go back to your mother from whence you came. Yeah, no, there's a certain fine art to, I think that's an ultra rare. Can anyone confirm if a pearl compy is an ultra rare? I think it is. I'm going to Google it. Work busy, no AC, 90 Fahrenheit, send help. Real temperature to American made up degrees. There we go. Converter. 90. I feel your pain. My room is currently 34 degrees. You are in a 32 degree place with ovens. I don't have that, so you're beating me. And we are equalized with the AC, because though I do have AC, it's in my bedroom, which is closed, because I want to make it so that as soon as I finish stream, I'm going to collapse on my bed, play some Pokemon for a bit, and then get on with the day. Yes, it is. Oh, that's what I was Googling before I got distracted by converting to real temperature. No one nibbled either on that, which is annoying. I think it is. I'm almost noticing it. Compy. There we go. Compasacavacinus. Okay, let's just scroll down to the ultra rares. Albino, colourful, pride, melanistic, moonglow, pearl. In that case, I think I've got all the compies now. I could be wrong. Yoo-hoo! There we go. Oh, God. I think I got it right. I think I got it right. Looks good so far. Yeah, nailed it. Now, what do they eat? Compies. Earthy. A potato is earthy, for it comes from the earth. Alright, speed this up. Good lord. I've taken dumps faster than he walked. Right. Earthy. Come on. Yes! What do we think? Naming. I gotta go. Good luck, people. No worries, Ace. Thanks for joining. This stream won't be on for much longer anyway. Have a great day. Kobo. Oh! Dino Boy, that's a fantastic name. I love it. Bye-bye. Yeah, no, Cobalt, very inspired. Obviously Cobalt Blue, I know, but I do like that. So, Might be one of the best name suggestions we've had in quite some time. Then again, it's one of the few name suggestions we've had in quite some time. Camera's very much going to overheat within the next 10-15 minutes, by the way. So am I. I'm dying. Also, Phoenix, I've got you in my thoughts and prayers. I hope that the AC either magically gets fixed or a massive, gentle, cooling breeze passes through. There's not one happening here, so I hope there's at least one happening where you are. Because it's not happening to me right now. Let me on the damn... There we go. Phantom Menace? Phantom Menace? I'm confused. Oh, it just came to me through science revision years ago. Oh, okay. The naming convention. I got it now. I did get it now. Oh, goodness me. Where's the rest of yours? Over there. Oh. It feels weird having a sugary drink for the first time in, well, 2 weeks, basically. It's very nice. But once you stop drinking sugar for a bit, even for a couple of weeks, your teeth feel so much better for it. As soon as I've drunk that sugar, a little bit of toothache, and I feel like I need to brush my teeth expeditiously. Like sounds a weird description, and I apologize for this thought and texture thought, but like your teeth feel furry after having sugars. You don't really notice it until you come off sugar and go back onto it. It could also be because my mustache is falling into my mouth. Who knows? It's a very, very weird experience. That's why I don't mind having sugar-free drinks a little more often. I was going to say, we didn't get that compy today, did we? No, I did go to sleep. I did go to sleep. What am I, a Mario? Oh my god. Not only does it feel warm, it smells warm, it tastes warm. I am warm. Warm is an understatement as well. I'm massively underselling this. Basically, I'm very uncomfortable, everything hurts, and my insides feel like I'm trying to die. I do not survive in the heat. Usually I feel really bad turning my AC on. If I'm like turning it on, it's quite loud, and like my neighbors could be impacted. And I feel bad. And then I remember, actually no, I need it to survive and sleep. So plus it probably helps somewhat cool down their house slightly. Even somewhat. But my god. I just want to go into that room right now. Lie down. Pull out my Switch 2. Play some Pokemon. And chill. And then later on, I'll go downstairs. Build some war dollies. Oh no, I've got to paint the two that I've already got. Paint the two war dollies. Which I may end up customizing anyway. One, oh no, Shadow Sun's already customized. The other guy is not. And then I gotta paint. I'll tell you what I am looking forward to doing tonight. I'm going to be ordering my paint for my living room. I'm having an accent wall, and I've decided on a very green, very, very green accent wall. It's going to be quite nice. I've got to get loads of covers. This is the rare variant. This is the rare variant, I remember. I'm going to get dust covers, obviously paint covers. Got to go on the living room and all the furniture so that when I do eventually drop paint somewhere, it doesn't end up on anything too valuable. So there is that. And then I've got to paint the walls. I'm not thinking next week, maybe the week after. And then I can start getting furniture in, like a radiator cover, a mirror, some display cabinets, maybe one display cabinet because of how much space that's going to be taken. Move the sofa so it comes out slightly, because where it's currently based is where I want my hideaway desk where I paint, because that's currently at the bottom of the stairs. And it doesn't have much room there, and it overshoots towards the window, so the feng shui is all fucked. Driftera just now getting off and it started pouring rain, for fuck's sake. That's actually so bad. You've endured the heat and disgusting weather and then it rains when you're on your way home. That's actually awful. Sorry, dude. However, I would take the rain over the heat, but you've probably got muggy rain, so where it's warm and raining, which sucks. Because you, at some point, you stop telling which part of you is sweat and which part of you is rainwater. Yeah, do not like. I also need to shave today, so I need to charge my razor. That is a Cupcake Styracosaurus. Cupcake is a rare. It's only an ultra rare on the Gallimimus. Do you know what I might do? I might redub a lot of the dinosaur documentaries. Make it sound like I'm actually putting in a lot of effort. But then when it comes to the dinosaur names, like I'm going to put so much effort into the actual production value. And it'll be like, oh my god, this guy's really good at narrating and so on and so forth. And, you know, wow, he's a good narrator. And then it'll come to the saying the name of the dinosaur and it'll be like, the Gallimimus? The Gallimimus strolls across. And then it'll be like things like with absolutely crazy names like the Songoterus and so on and so forth. And I would absolutely blitz the pronunciation. The Tyrannosaurus Rex is the most fearsome predator in the Cretaceous period. Oh, I'd even screw those up. But yeah, like, I just go through, like, everything. Like, I'd get the word dinosaurs right, but, like, I'd be second-guessing everything when it comes to the dinosaurs. And then I would not say the same thing twice. So it'd be like the Gallimimus, the Allimimus, and so on and so forth. Just like, oh, that'd be fun. That'd definitely not piss off all the paleo nerds whatsoever. Maybe even throw the wrong dinosaur name in. This massive pterosaur known as the Spinosaurus, and it's just a freaking Dimorphodon, is unparalleled in size. It's not. I think Spots is ultra rare. Annoying here. It keeps happening. Shouldn't be split between the same colors and just a different patterns are rare and the different patterns are ultra rare. It's bollocks. Dilophosaurus. I know, bitch. It is indeed a rare. Stripes are rare. Spots are ultra rare. That's one thing. If I do get to customize my own color scheme, I will say absolutely under no freaking circumstances does it have two patterns, and if it does, they can't be different rarities. That is something I will outlaw. I would gladly take the L and make it an uncommon rarity rather than ultra rare rarity, as long as both patterns are the same rarity. But I want it to be ultra rare because, you know me, I'm an ultra rare. Hell. Also, I have a list of mods for the newer fossil archaeology if you'd like. Ooh, see? Look at us working together. That could be cool, sure. Right, guys. I know it's only been an hour and 5 minutes. I'm going to snooze the ad so you don't see another ad. Because I'm a kind soul. I'm a benevolent leader like that. However, I'm saving the game. Switching to face cam. Saving the game. Quitting. Clicking the end stream button, and I'll start wrapping up now. So, just a sec. Oh, good shit. Thank you very much for joining today. I know it's only a short stream, but we discussed why that was going to be at the beginning. And it's only getting worse. This room is 36 degrees now. And I'm dying. So, nearly 36 and a half. So I'm going to turn my PC off. So it's, no, I can't. I've got to sort a video out. I'm going to go in there for 23 minutes, cool down, come back in here, sort the video out, turn the PC off, play Pokemon. Cool. What a plan. I hope you... Oh, V, where in Discord should I put my theory drawing? Artist showcase or art showcase, por favor. I would love to see that. By the way, V, I need to inform you how the CurseForge app works. If you get your mods from CurseForge website, the app is the same thing. Ah, fair enough. Yeah, if I ever need it, I'll probably YouTube or Google or ask you if I need to use it for CurseForge at any point. Currently, there is no need. And then once that's done, I'm going to go paint. I'm going to go shave my beard and just have a mustache. That's going to be a fucking wild experience. I've got to go out tomorrow. Do I shave tomorrow and risk not getting a 5 o'clock shadow the next day? Maybe. I don't know what to do. Maybe I take this down to a 0.5. Ah, fuck it. I'm just going to shave it and leave the stash and deal with the consequences. It doesn't let me put stuff in there. Ah, put it in artist application. Art showcases, I think, is for only artists. So if you put it in the art application, then I can grant and dubbeth you artist. 5D chess. Right, I've got to go, guys. I really need to cool down. My brain is melting. Thank you all so much for a lovely stream, though it was quick. We will be back next week with Oxygen, not included the prehistoric DLC, and the following week back with Paleopines, because obviously, as at some point their Kickstarter is going to get shown off, and we're going to be able to play it, and it's going to be great. Well, we're not going to be able to play the update until they release the update, which probably won't be for a few months at least. But the Kickstarter will be out, so we need to make some noise. It might be out. I hope it's out within 2 weeks. Otherwise, my next Paleopine stream, I can't really do anything about, like, I'm hoping it is, because I've got time off around in a 2 to 3 weeks' time. I can record stuff as well. So I hope so. But we'll find out. Ciao, ciao for now. Oh, you popped it in there. Oh, that looks fantastic. Right, bye.